Hello, everybody. This is another UberPeople.net post in the complaints forum. Error message lost me 2 fares. So Oside Uber says took a couple of passengers off to the Carlsbad Mall and made the drop off. Immediately got a ping a few feet away. I gladly accepted, and then boom, error message. Something about not being in the framework or something. The fare disappears, another ping comes in, it's someone else's a few feet away from me. I accept. Same error message. I look at my acceptance rate, it went from 100% to 95% just like that. No fault of mine. Anyone else had this problem? Well, I'm not in my car today, so that's why you hear my son using the sink. But long story short, yes, the Uber app requires a significant data connection to initiate each individual ping. They'll come to you, but if they can't get a response signal in time from your phone that actually says, hey, I've accepted the fare in time, then it'll just read off as an error message. Places where this happens more often than not are at amusement parks. Oh gosh, forbid should you ever be in the middle of downtown Disney when everybody's trying to request an Uber at once. Concerts, when everybody tries to request a fare at once. What people don't tend to understand is that cell phone signals are finite for a specific area. So if everybody turns on an app or if everybody's inside of a mall, that strain on that signal drastically decreases. It's like being at home and having a bunch of people watch Netflix on like 30 different devices. Somebody's going to slow down depending on your internet speed. It has nothing to do with your acceptance rate, as far as I'm aware, because it's a cellular data issue. What most people tend to do if they run into that issue, turn off your app, get out of the mall area, and turn it back on. Because it's just going to keep bugging you and bugging you and bugging you. And you can't just go up to the person and say, hey, I think you pinged me, because as soon as you get disconnected, it looks for another person. So, yeah, let's see. What did the moderator say? Bad data connection. Some malls have free Wi-Fi, which causes your phone to switch over to Wi-Fi. If you have the setting turned on, I never leave the Wi-Fi switch turned on because it can screw up my fares. Let's see. I experienced this situation. Was blocks away from my packs. It also affected my acceptance rating. That it does do. It does affect your acceptance rating because it's reading it as a decline as opposed to not actually being able to get to the fare on time or bad cellular signal. They pin that on us. Submitted a claim to Uber. It was irrelevant. Didn't accept the request. Negatively affected my acceptance rating. Okay. Yeah. Long story short, this guy's saying the exact same thing. It happened. It went away. It affected his acceptance rating. Oh well. Happened to me. Request for an instant before it disappears. He realized it was a glitch and rebooted his phone. Yep. Same issue. Icky D's and Panera do as well. I always turn off my Wi-Fi, but it always turns itself back on. There is a way to stop that. It's called Wi-Fi Sense, but you'll have to look that up on your specific phone. Apple phones are more likely to have this feature than Android phones, and Windows phones definitely have it more than iPhones. So apart from that, yeah, long story short, get away from the area. Just get away from the area. Turn it off, turn it back on, and it'll run fine afterwards. If you run into that issue where you're trying to turn off your app and it says going offline, that means that you don't have a strong enough data signal to tell Uber that you're going offline. Terminate the app, turn it back on, and then continue driving out of that area.